And
hello and welcome to A Gypsy's Kiss. It's Humpday, Hoedown, and I'm Shelley Carney.
And I'm Toby Younis. Thanks for joining us. Whoa, I am really loud. Thanks for joining us tonight. We have gifts to give away, right? We got a giveaway. It's Wednesday night. We have some gifts for next week. We have a court filing to review. Who knew?
And emails.
And we got some emails. What's going on there?
I don't know.
We got some emails to read. We got a couple of text messages. We have some voicemails that we'll have to listen to, and we have some numbers to call back. So I spoke with Joel Lewicki earlier in the evening. He's going to try and be on the show if he's not already, so that we can talk about this court case. We'll see if we can get that to happen. But we want you to have fun, enjoy yourselves, do some dancing, some little gerbil dancing with us tonight, so we can just have a good time. You know, that's what it's all about. Humpday. Oops. I missed the third hump day.
You did. Go back. Do it again.
Do it again. So let's take care of some housekeeping first, and then I would like to talk about our schedule for the next week, including next Thursday. But let me do housekeeping first, all right?
Housekeeping, you want towels?
Of course you want towels, because towels are what help you maintain your...
Christmas towels.
Christmas towels are what help you maintain your...
dry hands.
Yeah, dry hands. Hey, did you like the paper towel thing in the bathroom?
That's weird.
Isn't? It's just easier.
It's like going to a gas station bathroom or something.
It's just practical to me. It's just practical.
I know. You freaked out about dirty towels. I can't have dirty towels.
Yeah. Before you leave tonight, make sure you give our video a thumbs up. YouTube likes it when you give us a thumbs up. And apparently, Mother Nature likes it when you like our videos. So make sure you give us a thumbs up.
The towel lady likes it.
The towel lady. The towel lady likes it when you like our videos. Share it with your family, your friends, your neighbors, your business associates, the entirety of your social networks. And
everybody on your Christmas list.
Everybody on your Christmas list. That gives us the opportunity to...
grow the channel.
And last but not least, if you're not already a subscriber, this would be the ideal time to subscribe and then to ring the notifications bell.
Cowbell.
And that way when we schedule a live stream or we launch a live stream, you will be immediately informed and
in the know.
You betcha. So a couple of things. Number one, please note that William Hada has gone out of his way to identify us with an @ A Gypsy's Kiss. Where he says hello and Shelley and Toby, and because he did that, we can
Zapster as well.
Zapster as well, because they did that, we can see their comments are highlighted, and we can see them as the screen is scrolling by. Lastly, I would like to thank our moderators in the room tonight, Sassy, and I thought I saw K-Pro and ES, and who else? Holly's not in the room. Greg Keller's not in the room. And Toby Fan 3000's John Warner's not in the room. But we're very grateful to our moderators for coming into the room and helping us keep order. It's important. Order is important.
Order.
That was really loud. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
But the guy was screaming when he said it.
Yeah, he was. But it was really good, and he did it in a very nice way. He was just replaced. They appointed a new speaker
he
there.
was done with his term.
David Davio 22 is not David Hansen. Yes.
No.
Is not David Hansen, although it was filed in the Denver district or in the Denver federal court.
No, Davio's not like that.
No, Davio would never. Davio's not.
He's not like, poor me, I'm a victim. Everybody feels sorry for me. He doesn't do
that. So let me see what else. Oh, finally, I'd like to make you aware that down at the bottom of your chat window is a stylized but grayed out $sign. Please click on that $sign, and YouTube will walk you through your generous donation of a super chat to the Toby and Shelley campaign and program.
Toby and Shelley show.
Okay, so before we go on to prize giving, let's mention a couple of things. Number one, as you're aware, our Wednesdays are really busy for us. We have the World Sand Project at 3 o'clock. Oh, just like.
Cha-ching.
And
3D Bronze
he says,
at 3dbronze.com is mailing some more gifts tomorrow.
Oh, yay, so we can share them with our fans.
Christmas is coming.
Oops.
What?
I need this silver coin because we're going to give that away next week.
Oh.
Anyway, thank you, 3D Bronze, for that.
I'll get it when you're ready.
Okay. Thank you for doing that for us, and that's how it looks when you do Super Chat. You can do from 1 to, I think it's $500.
Or if you just want to do PayPal, because that's fun and easy too, we have a PayPal account. It's in a description box below, or if you watch the crawl go by, you'll see it, the link there as well.
A Gypsy's Kiss at PayPal.
PayPal.me. There it is. Contribute at paypal.me/a
Kiss. Yeah.
If you'd like to go that route, which is sometimes easier.
And that way YouTube doesn't take their 30% off the top.
But, we love YouTube.
William Sparks is okay, Pro. Okay. So, where are we? So we finished intros. We finished that. Oh, schedule. So, as you know, our Wednesdays are very busy because we do World Sand Project at 3 o'clock, the softer side at 4 o'clock, and then we do AGK at 7 o'clock. On Friday, we're going to add another World Sand Project on Fridays. So we'll have World Sand Project at 3 o'clock, the softer side at 4 o'clock, and AGK at 7 o'clock. So Fridays are going to get busy for us too. But if you like what we're doing at the World Sand Project, you'll be able to join us on Wednesdays and Fridays.
You just spend the whole day with us pretty much on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as a matter of fact,
we're like on camera almost the whole day.
K-Pro was in all of the, and Corey, right? They've been in all the rooms.
Yeah.
ES is in there.
Yeah. And Davio and K-Pro called me on my show, and we talked, and you guys should check that out. It's pretty cool. We talked about what's the right gift to get for somebody. But
I was talking to Sturmhorn. He shared Forrest's.
If you'd like to check that out, today's show, it's on the softerside.live, and go take a look.
So I'm going to type it in there, Sturmer, because you can't. If you're trying to reach out to Forrest Fenn, I'll type it in there. But don't be surprised if he doesn't answer.
Yeah, he's got 100 emails a day from people, so it's hard to sift through.
And Sturmhorn, it's nothing against you. We just don't allow URLs or email addresses in the chat room
unless you're a mod.
Unless you're a mod.
K-Pro's freezing up.
Why?
She says, is anybody else freezing up? There's Eric. ES. But Eric says no, he's not freezing up.
Okay, so tell us about next Thursday.
Next Thursday at 5 o'clock
Mountain Standard Time.
Mountain Time, which is 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern, we are going to do a live streaming workshop on my channel, thesofterside.live. So if you're interested in live streaming, learning how to live stream, we're going to be teaching that in a free workshop next Thursday That's the 12th of December at 5 o'clock Mountain Time. And of course, it'll stay up on my channel after it's done. During that program, if you are a coach, consultant, or course creator, you will be given a link to schedule an interview with me on my show. If you know somebody who is a coach, consultant, or course creator who does not follow this channel but might be interested in something like that, please do share that information with them. Again, that's going to be on the Softer Side Live next Thursday, the 12th of December at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. We're going to teach for about an hour on how to do live streaming, how to set up your studio, how YouTube works, because it's a little bit different with YouTube. You can't live stream from your phone to YouTube anymore unless you have at least 1,000 subscribers, but you can do it if you have a webcam, and we're going to be teaching that. We're going to be going over all the ways you can do simple live streaming process. And how you can set up a little studio in your home.
So do you know if the 1,000 subscriber minimum for smartphones also applies to tablets?
I believe it does any mobile.
Any mobile device.
Yeah.
But you can use your laptops.
You can use your laptop.
If the laptop has a camera. Well, if it doesn't have a camera, you can get one.
Yeah.
Which is how we recommend you get started. Laptop and a headset. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, if you have a laptop. But if you don't and you have a desktop, and then you can easily get a webcam. They're not that expensive. We're going to go over all of that information, and then we'll open it up to Q&A in the last 20 minutes or so of the workshop. So, if you, like I said, if you're a coach, a consultant, or a small business owner, or somebody who wants to do an interview with me, you'll be able to sign up for that. If you just want to learn how to live stream so that you can have your own YouTube channel and you can put out content the way that we do, you can learn that as well.
Good. Great job. I look forward to doing that on Thursday.
Yeah.
As if we didn't have enough to do already next week. But
whose fault is that?
Yeah, it's my fault.
Mister, I have to have 2 sand shows a week.
Yeah. Well, we got to build some content. Content es
Well, this will be more content.
Contento es muy importante.
It's El Rey.
Yeah, El Rey.
The king? Yeah. Oh. Content is king.
Content is king. Yeah.
I don't know how to say that in Spanish.
El Rey.
Yeah, see?
Just like that. It's pretty easy. All right, you want to give away some prizes?
We should.
What are we giving away? So this week is
I don't know.
No, it's the bear and the treasure chest.
The bear and the treasure chest?
Well, the small one.
Mini?
Yeah, the mini.
Mini me? Bear.
Bail. Okay, so
Mini chest.
you have 30 seconds to go to last Wednesday's YouTube live stream and make a comment if you haven't already in order to qualify for this, okay? I'll give you 30 seconds to get there. So this week we're giving away a bear, the last of the bears, right? Yeah, That's the last of the bears, and one of
Red Hot Bears.
3D bronze's mini treasure chests, okay, in bubble wrap.
And the treasure in the packaging looks like this, but it's smaller, of course.
Right.
And the lid attaches, and it's got little magnets to keep it.
But it's the miniature version of
from
that.
Falling off.
So,
yeah.
So he just he said, as you saw in that earlier post with the super chat, he's going to send us some more gifts so we can share with you guys. Okay. So tonight we're giving away a bear and a mini treasure chest, a 3D bronze mini treasure chest.
Are you going to play the video?
I am. Before we go there. Ready?
I like the way they walk,
Butt
like
drums.
they're teenagers
No,
who are
no.
trouncing, like, I'm so mad.
It's there's a part of it that's going like, well, if I'm going to wear this butt drum, I am going to play this butt drum. You can't make me wear a butt drum and me not want to play it, brothers and sisters. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the screenshot, and we're going to go to this screen right here, and we're going to, that's last
You should
week's.
have nose flutes, too. That way every time they breathe in and out, it makes music.
For some reason or the other, that sounds like it's drug
Hey,
related.
Jeff Ann Schultz, good to see you.
Hey,
Rio
nice
de los Pinos.
Rio de los Pinos. We have an email about it.
All right.
Here's to you, Jeff.
For those of
Okay.
you who are new subscribers, we always drink when we say Rio de los Pinos.
Now you've started. That means we're going to do it.
But, until we run out of
Okay.
water and then we're done.
So here is last week's video. That you can see the date, 2019, 11/27. I'm going to copy that.
And Hoolie's here.
Hi, Holly.
Hoolie Holly.
I'm Holy Holly. And we're going to go to rats.
CommentPicker.com.
CommentPicker.com.
Our little ad
Go
for
down to the
CommentPicker.com.
YouTube random comment picker. So you can
YouTubes.
only win if you play the game. So there's the comment picker. We'll see how many comments. I know there were 79 comments, but it only picks the unique ones. So let's see the unique comments. 59 unique comments. All right, here we go for the bear and the mini treasure chest. Let's see who wins this one.
All right. And the winner is Vicky McMillan. Yay!
So, Vicky McMillan, you are the winner of the bear
and
the miniature
mini treasure chest.
treasure chest.
Fun.
So send me your shipping address. Send it to gypsieskiss@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you by next Wednesday at the beginning of the show, we shall give away the bear eventually. What?
Full screen.
Oh, full screen. So, Vicky McMillan. I should probably write that down. I always forget that. Vicky, do me a favor, write that down. Vicky McMillan, you're the winner. You get a bear, and a mini treasure chest. So, as you guys are aware, we ordered a copy of Chaseopoly from Christy and Mike. And along with it, we were one of the first, I think it was the first 50, 75, 25
I don't know.
people who ordered. They got a silver 2019 silver treasure hunter coin, Fenn Treasure Hunt coin. So we're going to give that away next Wednesday. Okay? So in order to qualify for this coin, you need to put a comment underneath this video. It can't be in the chat room, and you won't be able to do it until YouTube has published the video. It takes about an hour, sometimes two, before they did that. But in order to qualify for this coin giveaway next Wednesday, you have to make a comment below this video. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. So we make sure that's all cleared up before the night is out.
All right.
Okay? So
Next.
where do I go from here?
Emails? I don't know.
Yeah, let's do emails.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back to the room.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Okay. Hit it.
This is from Sassy. The bear and the baby pick. So we introduced Colton to the bear, and every time we tickled his cheek with the soft fur, he closed his eyes and gave a little shudder. He's still too young to want to grab at it and cuddle, but they grow so fast it won't be long now. Thanks again for your generosity, Toby and Shelley. From Sherry and Colt.
So that's Colton, Sherry's grandson, with the bear that the forever bear that we sent them. And Vicky McMillan, you're the winner of one of those bears as well. So if you have a son or grandson you'd like to share it with, you better grab him and do it. Doesn't look like he's very happy. Of course, he's got his thing over his eyes. How
His
can I do that?
hat is covering his eyes.
Well, that's cute. Sherry, thank you for for taking the time to send that picture. That's really cute.
And this is from Steve Klein. Local news, Colorado man sues after New Mexico treasure hunt. And he says, from Discover on Google, gives us a link. And it says, lol, this is a new angle on getting hints out of Forrest.
I guess that's one day. All right. So for those of you who've been asleep all day, apparently, let me see. Oh, we just got another email I'm going to print out for you. Okay.
Okay.
So while I'm addressing this issue, maybe we can take care of that. Okay. On our brand spanking new printer, I had a,
Meltdown?
I don't want to call it a meltdown.
Fit?
I just
Tantrum?
tantrum. That's probably what it was.
He needed some retail therapy.
I needed some. I had a tantrum moment over my damn HP printer, and literally before, what was it? We were going to do something. Oh, it was before our VIP member vault
Yeah, we
on
had to print
Tuesday.
these out.
And so between 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock, I pulled out the printer.
So we
And-
print out our chapter of our workbook before our meetings so that we can make notes and stuff. Because I always add the meeting notes to the member vault along with the video recording of the meeting.
Yeah.
So we have to print these out to go over them. And the printer was not cooperating.
No, the printer ran out of ink after about 2 weeks of using the damn printer. And it's done that to me twice now. So I went and tossed it and ran over to Walmart and got myself a laser printer so I don't have the problem anymore.
Yay.
I mean, it'll have the problem, but it's not gonna. Anyway.
So Davio apparently is planning a meetup in Denver.
Oh, cool. Want to meet up in Denver? Stella's Coffee. Time out on Toby. No cussing. Did I cuss?
You said, damn.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So for those of you that haven't followed the news today,
They're telling Sassy to block you because you're cussing.
So there was a case filed on December 2nd by an individual who's filed suit against in the U.S. District Court in Denver, although eventually it'll take place in Albuquerque.
If it gets that far.
I can give you his name, but not his address. His name is David Hansen, and he has filed a suit claiming damages against Forrest Fenn. And let me get to, I only made a couple of highlights, right? Actually, I sent this to Joel, and he was teaching Bible class tonight, so he said he'd let me know when he was free, and we'd talk about it. Type out. So the amount of the quote controversy, as it says in the federal case, is $1.5 million, half of $3 million, which is the value released. The defendant, in this case Finn, has shown his careless attention to additional clues leading to the. He didn't even spell occasion correctly.
Yeah, I know.
Occasion of the treasure. Oh, location. He missed the L.
Location.
Location of the treasure by reporting publicly and or possibly privately and not shared or made available with the plaintiff, thereby prejudicing the plaintiff's ability to locate it. So he's saying that, so the story he tells is that he had a solution, he went there, and the treasure wasn't there because somebody beat him to it because Forrest was giving additional clues. That's where it was based on. So following the recovery of same, followed the clues, arrived at the location, the hidden items were found. So he said that the way he wrote it is the implication it was that he went to where the location was and that the hidden items were found. What he meant was he went to the location. He was a second place finisher. He went to the location. Somebody else had found them. And then he claims that Fenn fed him some additional clues that led him astray for all intents and purposes. So he's suing Fenn. If I look at this... So he doesn't have an attorney. He's representing himself, and he filed basically the form complaint, right? So this is a district court. And he had to file it in a federal court because he's from Colorado, and he's the plaintiff and the defendant's in New Mexico. So he had to file it in a federal court, but he used the federal court form. So he doesn't have an attorney. He's representing himself. He's filling out forms, and the court responded by telling him, then he wanted to declare indigence, so he shouldn't have to pay court costs and things like that. And the court's response was, you've got some problems with the way you filed this. So that's where it stands. It has not gotten a hearing. It probably won't. They'll do a preliminary hearing with a recommendation, and then somebody will say it's effective. There's nothing...
Sassy sent you a comment.
Oh, where? Can you please ban Jacob? Oh, is he in the room? I haven't seen him.
Well, she timed him out.
Oh, okay. So I can't until he comes back in, but I will if he comes back in. Sassy. Because I can't do it while he's timed out, but I'll take care of it when he gets in. Would you keep an eye out for him? Yeah, I thought you were actually going to do it, but you're right. That's my responsibility. So the case was filed. It was filed in a very amateurish way in a federal court, which hates you wasting their time, and so it'll probably never get to. It may get to a preliminary where they just decide it's specious and.
So basically, he
no
said, "Okay, so I went and looked for the treasure, and apparently Forrest Fenn wrote some things that were specifically aimed to him to help him find the treasure. And then he wrote some more things to throw him off the trail. And then Forrest Fenn told other people how to find the treasure, and they found it first.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The implication, his claim sounds like it's based upon Fenn led him away from the treasure, then led somebody else there specifically so he couldn't get to it, right? So that's where the fraud comes in. Again,
as we all know, the treasure has not been recovered. Forrest Fenn has told us that again and again and again, that it has not been recovered. It is still out there. So this is really baseless. And I think we need to play either Crazy Birds or Second Place.
I'm going to go with Crazy Birds, I think. So I think what was strange about it to me was that this news made the papers in both Santa Fe and in Denver.
Yeah, like they're really desperate for news.
It's as if they didn't have enough news. It reminds me of that the gentleman that decided to make news. He was a second place finisher, the one that was on the
right.
On Philmont Ranch. You know, so it strikes me as much the fault. And don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of journalism. I don't believe in fake news, but I think when the media picks up stories like this and runs with them, and they're just trying to report it. They reported, I read both articles in the Santa Fe New Mexican and the Denver News. They made it without comment. They just reported the fact that somebody had filed a suit against Fenn for this amount for these reasons. And you actually have to get your hands on the case to see.
How silly it is.
Yeah.
It's not even a lawyer that's
Jim,
doing
he
this.
didn't. He did not give any details as to his solve.
Some guy who just filled out forms and that's it.
So Shelley and I were talking about this earlier this afternoon. I think this is an indication of what's going to happen when somebody does find the treasure. Is that there are people that are going to sue you for the oddest reasons, and you have to deal with each one of them. Thankfully, they have to pay a fee and they have to hire an attorney. But as Sassy will tell you, there are people that did that. They hired attorneys, they paid court costs, and they filed suit. And it was only the fact that David Blaine's publisher helped her. So we don't have that. There is no one horse land and cattle company that's going to come to your rescue. So you can expect that one of the things in announcing that you found the treasure is going to be you can expect some suits. So I'm going to go back to telling you what we are planning to do. Number one, if we find the treasure, we are going to inform the media while maintaining our anonymity and providing proof that we found the treasure. I am starting to wonder whether or not it would be wiser to wait to make that announcement until after Forrest has passed. I'm seriously going to consider that. Then, as quickly as possible after finding that treasure, we are going to liquidate it. Hopefully, it'll be purchased by a Saudi oil prince or a Russian oligarch, and they can own it and decide what to do with it, and I don't have to worry about it. We don't have to worry about it. But if this is any indication of the potential of what could happen when you announce that you found the treasure, I think this is kind of exactly what you can expect. They're going to come out of the walls.
William Howda got the comment, the quote, "He who represents himself in court has a fool for a client."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially if you're
We were
going to
talking
federal
about
court.
that.
It's one thing to go into small claims court
Right.
and stand
Right.
in front of a judge who's trying to make a decision based on $500. But there is no, I can tell you from experience, not my personal experience, but having grown up in Washington, D.C., there is nothing the courts, but especially the federal courts, hate than you wasting their time. Because time for those guys, they have a backlog of stuff that they have to deal with, and anytime somebody walks in and files one of these frivolous lawsuits, you will feel them come down on you. They will use every tool available to them to make sure you get beat up over this. And I don't mean that it's not in an angry way. It's just that there's no room for frivolous lawsuits in federal court. They give you the tools. I mean, effectively, if you want to file a lawsuit in federal court, they will give you, which is what he used, right? They will give you the blank form. It's a blank form that you basically just fill in the blanks, and it tells you, provide the information below for each plaintiff named in the complaint, attach additional pages of name. They tell you exactly how to fill in the form. So you don't even need a lawyer to do this. Now, I'm not going to suggest that if you decide to do this, you do it without a lawyer, an attorney. But even then, a good attorney is going to tell you the court's going to throw you out. And a good attorney will say, no, I'm not going to take the case, So.
Okay. Are we ready to move on?
So, yeah, we're ready to move on.
All right. Next email is from some Greek guy, Marcus Aurelius. If you found the treasure.
Roman.
I love your show and the topic of Forrest Fenn and his treasure. But what will you do when the treasure is found and people lose interest in it? And what if you yourself found it? Well, you just answered this. Would you take all of it, or would you take only a portion, leaving the chest and some treasure behind so as to continue the legacy of Forrest Fenn and continue the show as it is? We had enough money to live on, we would be done. Trust me. Trust me.
So Marcus Aurelius was a famous Roman general and a philosopher. And he wrote a book called I can't remember, but it's sayings. It's things that you have. It's like the Roman version of The Art of War. Mm-hmm. Except it's about life and war, because he was a general. Marcus Aurelius. Mm-hmm. Everybody should have a copy of that in the library. Okay, so let me just read this. Marcus Aurelius spelled Marcus wrong, but he probably had to. I love you showing the logic of the forest and the treasure, but what will you do when the treasure is found and people lose their interest in it? That's hypothetical, because we've been at this for 10 years. There is no indication that it's going to be found anytime soon. I have a sense, I'm 70, right? I have a sense that if I'm doing this at 80, I'm way too old for that, right? So I'm hoping it goes. I can't imagine it ending. Every year we hear about how it's going to end. It doesn't, and we just go on. So we don't actually worry about it. Yeah. On the other hand, we do have additional channels. We got the softer side over here. We have the World Sand Project. I can go back to the restorations if I wanted to. There's lots of things we can do, because we've developed a platform. What we have in front of us in this room, as you will see next Thursday, is a technology platform that gives us a lot of
meditations, says Sassy.
Yeah. Oh, meditations. That's right. Thank you, Sassy. Well, what would I do without these guys?
That's why they're moderators. They're here with the answers. Get them answers.
So basically, this is a channel, yes, but what's more important is the technology platform that we've built here that enables us, because of our areas of expertise or our interests, we can go from here to any place else, build up 1,000 subscribers. And the other point that Shelley made is
feel free to find this treasure.
Yeah. So the other thing that Shelley pointed out is this isn't our living. This is us getting together twice a week and having a lot of fun.
Yeah,
is what it boils down to. So We don't even think about it. What will you do when the treasure's found?
You can
and
all
what
switch
if you,
over to my other channel.
What if you yourself found it? The likelihood of that happening is about the same probability as anyone else finding it. I mean, that's
Slim and none.
Yeah. Would you take all of it? Yes. If I found it, you all said what we would do is we would let the media know, maintain our anonymity, drive it to Sotheby's in New York, have them auction it off. I would not leave anything behind so as to continue the legacy of Forrest Fenn. I don't.
He's got how many books out?
Yeah.
15 books? I think that's his legacy.
And continue the show.
And he's got kids and grandkids.
Yeah.
And
No.
he's got his legacy.
If suddenly the treasure is sold at Sotheby's and A Gypsy's Kiss is no longer on, but we're still doing fun things like the softer size, etc., you can assume that we found it and we'll just move on with our lives. There's nothing in our lives.
I don't think you can assume we found it if we're still doing other stuff.
Right.
I mean, I'll be on a permanent vacation if we find it.
I'll still be live streaming something.
All right.
Because
you need the attention.
Because I need the attention.
P. Lee says,
P. Lee.
Can you show this on your show maybe? I was like, we already did this, but this was last night that we showed everybody.
Well, I put it on the community page too. So
see if anyone knows what kind of Indians made it. I think it's pretty old. It doesn't really apply to the chase, so it's fine if you don't want to show it. Thanks.
Yeah. So P. Lee, I looked at it and I shared it with my favorite antiquarian, Forrest Fenn, and we both came to the same conclusion. Let me put it up here. So first of all, it is nowhere near anything Native American. We're not even sure it's American. I'll tell you what it looked like to me. It looked like something you could buy at Pier 1 as a decorative item because it's built in that same way. It's not so Native, especially most people who go through the trouble of making something like this. They don't make it for decorative purposes. They make it for utilitarian purposes. And if they can add decorations to it, whether it's painting or in some cases sculpture, et cetera, the decorativeness of it is secondary to its utility. And this is totally not useful. So I'm guessing it's not Native American. No, I'm confident, 100% confidence it's not Native American, and that it is not old. It is something that somebody bought at Pier 1 or a store like that recently so that they could decorate it. So, okay.
There we go. And next is Rio de los Pinos.
What? Twice in one night? What the heck?
Okay. Tobster from D. Salba. Not to be critical, but isn't the town Rio de los Pinos instead of Rio de los Pinos? Wait, what? Rio de los Pinos instead of Rio de los Pinos. Without the They have different meanings, and you may be using it wrong unless that's just for fun. Could there be a clue in it? JK.
It's just for fun. I'm just... JK. So I think what you're confusing is the town of Los Pinos, which is in New Mexico, and which has its name is in the old Spanish land grant, because it was in the Los Pinos land grant, and which is pronounced without the tilde, and you're confusing that town with the river Rio de los Pinos. There is no Rio de los Pinos. There is a town called Los Pinos, and it's on the New Mexico side. It's actually on east of the Toltec Gorge. It is Los Pinos. But that is different from the Rio de los Pinos, which was given its name in Colorado because it starts in a reservoir in Colorado, and it is a rio, and all of that happens west of the Toltec Gorge. So there are two different locations. Therefore, I don't think there's a hint, and et cetera, et cetera. And I'm not kidding.
JK. Okay, moving on. Fenn Treasure's suspected location from Mark Faulkner. Shelley and Toby, Thank you for your work on amassing information on the Fenn Treasure. I actually ran across your vlog for the first time sitting at the scenic stop just in front of the Devil's Slide while trying to regroup after a few intense search days. I followed my own path to that area of the Gallatin National Park. Your episode on the first 5 clues confirmed my hunches were on the right path. I focused on the area around Yankee Jim Canyon, which is 13 miles from North Gate in Gardner, or 1/2 marathon. Not too far, but too far to walk. I had to leave the area due to illness compounded by severe weather and expected snow. About midway through Wyoming, it dawned on me that I was most likely standing directly in front of it without realizing it, as one would not stumble upon it but would have to be looking on hands and knees with a purpose and a flashlight. The spot fits the poem pretty much exactly. I plan on going back in May when the road opens again and doing a selfie documentation of the clues. You both have a great energy, and I would like to offer you first interview rights when I go back and retrieve the treasure. If it's not where I think it is, I had the thrill of the chase in an amazing piece of nature twice. Now, if it is, I will definitely get in touch with you again for a sit-down. Thank you for your entertaining dedication.
We respectfully accept your offer to allow us to interview you when you find the chest. That would be great.
Got Rio de los Drincos.
Does that qualify?
It's just water.
Okay.
It's not going to hurt us.
Thank you, Jen Schultz. That's the second one from Jen tonight, right?
It is. He hasn't been in the room for a long time.
If you're going to find the treasure,
He's saved up.
I think one of the most interesting things that I've heard in the last 30 days was Fenn's comment that you can't bank it in, that you have to get first to where warm waters halt. And if you don't know where warm waters halt, these are his words, not mine. If you don't know where warm waters halt, then you don't know anything.
You don't have anything.
So the implication being what he's always said that you can't, the term that he used in this most recent interview was you can't bank it in. Actually, that came from the 2016 interview with a journalist from the New York Times. You can't bank it in, meaning you've got to follow the flight path. And the flight path starts at where warm waters halt. So every time you hear someone say, I know where all the clues are, I've never been boots on the ground, but I know where all the clues are, I just need to go, you want to go with me, you can say to them, that's impossible. According to Forrest Fenn, that's impossible.
It's impossible.
Impossible.
So this is Looking for Lewis and Clark from Matt. Do you think Forrest and Donnie found Lewis and Clark? Is this just all a story about getting lost? Thanks.
Do you think Forrest found Lewis and Clark?
I guess because they were looking for them. Did they find them? Is this all just a story about getting lost?
It is just a story about getting lost. The question is, you'd have to have an excuse. Looking for Lewis and Clark was the excuse for getting lost. They had to have an excuse, right? And the excuse was looking for Lewis and Clark. They weren't actually looking.
Either that or his dad told him to get lost.
And he did,
So
yeah.
he did. Because
Because my elbows weren't as
respected
greasy as
his
they needed
dad,
to be. He
so.
had some kind of stuff.
Wait, did you do it that one with that had the note on the back?
Why? Is importante?
Well, the note was, you told me to make the note.
Oh, that's Vicky. Oh, here, I'll keep that.
All right. We did those emails.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you a little hello, Jack. They can't hear us when we do that, by the way.
Oh, they can't hear us when the screen's black?
Okay, you're going to have to entertain
What are we
here
doing?
for a second. You're saying hello to the room.
Oh. Silly me. All right. Back to the tippity top of the chat. Here we go. Oh, man.
How far back did it go?
What happened? Stuff happened. Oh, here we go.
Okay, Sassy, that's taken care of.
All right. I have 724. If you have not spoken in the chat room since 724, I'm not going to see your name. So write again or, you
don't
won't
feel
get
bad.
called out. Either up to you. Evan Penn is here. Charles Chapman. Kaletos van Langeveld.
Wow, very
Buenos
good. Wow,
dias.
that's good.
Pirate 45. Eric Schmidt, ES, one of our mods. Tony Russi. Davio. The Sassy, another one of our mods.
I'm going to go backwards.
Hooley, another one of our mods. We have so many mods. Yay. We're awesome. Because I Can. Corey Jacobs.
Jen Schultz, is that another one?
Yeah.
Oh, John Schultz saying.
Lewis and Clark is a hint.
Lewis and Clark is a hint, he says.
What does it mean? No.
We don't know. It's a hint.
Joe Sheeran. King of the Roosters.
Kpro says, I think I finally understand why Brown is capitalized. Well, don't just stop there, Kpro. Tell everybody in the room. Come on. Jack, question. Serious question. What do you think the odds are that the lead searcher is in your room tonight? 180 in here. 0. There is no such thing as a lead searcher. It's a myth.
Myth. Yes.
Okay, Sassy, we did take it. Okay.
Bob
Sassy.
Ord. Ron Rigo. Ray Reddington. Tony Russi. K-Pro is here, another mod. Glenna Friedman. Odin.
What?
He says the muscle is here. Who's been misbehaving?
The muscle.
Charles Clement.
Every time I see, I know there's no connection, but every time I see Odin, I can't help but think of Tunarth.
Tunarth.
Who
How
just
sad we lost
disappeared.
Tunarth.
How sad it was.
Captain Marvel is here. Steve Klein. Zapster. Jeff Van Schultz. Bobbert. Carrie Hajek. Hajek. Hajek?
What is it?
Hajek.
Hey, Jack. Yeah.
Hajek. Jack. J. Quickendall?
No, Quickendall. Quickendall.
That's what I said.
Not Quickendall. Quickendall.
Oh.
Must be related to the
Oi.
racing family. Oi.
Kind of Australian then. Oi. Da Bear.
The Bear. We gave away the Bear tonight.
Yeah, we did. Jim Sisk, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Jose
I don't have any questions.
Guichard.
Look at you with your pronunciations. Yeah, good.
Or Guichard. I'm not sure.
Guichard. I think you were right with the Guichard.
Frenchish or if it's Spanishish because it's Jose.
Guichard. Jose Guichard.
C. Texas ad. We got Doug Carver.
K-Pro's experiencing a bunch of technical problems. First, it was like she had to get on,
I
get
think
off.
she needed to reboot her
Now
computer.
it's my keyboard is out, typing slow, but as fast as I can.
Toby
she's an
and I have been
iPad.
having some issues too with our computers, but I think it was a Windows update.
Yeah,
so
it was
iPad,
one of those
no, that
crazy in Windows
would be
update.
iOS's.
I am Omega Searcher. Yeah, everybody, we're all Omega Searchers until the treasure is found, right?
Odin's like, Toby and Shelley, who chose to remain anonymous, informed the Daily Santa Fe about their windfall.
No. I'm saying is we would inform the media that the treasure has been recovered with the appropriate
And he's saying that
evidence.
that they would mess it up and say it was us.
No, because they would simply get emails from anonymous email addresses. They wouldn't know it was us.
Yeah. He's been silly. And it was funny.
Who was that?
Odin.
Good sense of humor.
Sternworm. I love that $3 million is the lowest estimate.
Well, it could be worse because every time Margie Goldsmith does another article, it goes up by $2 million. I think the last one she was up at $6 million already. So.
Good for her. Kelly Russell and Sakar.
Sarah Kinzer wants a bear.
Sakar, I haven't seen you in a long time. Mr. T.
Oh, you know what?
Kiwis Road is here.
I just got a Forever Yellowstone email,
Yeah.
and whenever they send that, it's always some kind of offer. So maybe
Yeah.
we need to buy some more bears.
Well, did
But
you
it's in
miss a
my-
Black Friday, or is it a Cyber Monday that you
It's
missed?
neither.
Or is
It was like Christmas is coming, and we know you like to spend money.
I would think that your inbox would be full of those.
It
Overflowing.
is actually my personal address. It is. Let's see. Jim Sisk says, Gypsy's Kiss, do you think the califons on the back of the TTOC are relevant in this hunt? We do not, Jim. I think we've said that in the past. We do not. We simply believe they're
Corey
califons.
Jacobs. Stacy Harwood.
Sarah Kinzer says, I was so hoping to win the bear.
Aw,
Should we send her one?
we don't have any more.
Well, we'll have to get some more. It's a good excuse to get some.
We could do that.
All right.
But it's different than winning,
True.
you know. She might want the whole shebang.
The pleasure of actually winning it.
The
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll order some more bears. Hang on.
We need confetti that we could throw when people win. It's like, "Dah."
That's what I need. Confetti all over my...
over. And glitter.
Yeah. No.
The magic princess wand.
Yeah.
We have Chicken Hawk. And who else? LR. Obord.
Yes, more bears, please. Peely wants a bear, too. Send her one. It's Christmas, Odin says. So
Well, he's generous too.
Ray
so.
Reddington says, A Gypsy's Kiss, I wish I was the lead searcher, but if I was, I'd have the chest. No lead searcher. That's the whole point. Lead searcher is the person who has a chest. You don't have the chest, you're like the rest of us, not the lead searcher.
3D Bronze. Great project for leftover tamale wraps. I think he was
That's what it
referring
looked
to
like.
that.
It did. That's what it looked like,
pot.
right?
Rockfish.
So, and in NC Diggums, you need to hook up with who asked that question?
J.M. Calhoun.
Jim Sisk. So it looks like you guys are on the same track when it comes to those omegas.
Poker John in Arizona.
So Sarah Kinzer says, no need for the bangs? What does
The
that
who?
mean? The bangs. Sarah Kinzer says, no need for the bangs.
Oh, the excitement.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The butt drums.
She just wants the bear.
Just the bear. The bear will do. NC Diggums. Any thoughts
Hand me
on
that cute bear.
Earthquake Lake being heavy loads and water high?
That's certainly an option. We are not going to disagree with you. Look at how cute. I mean, is
Soft and fuzzy.
that for a grizzly bear? I mean, let's face it. This is
Yeah, right.
If this was a real bear, he would just eat your
Don't
face off.
mess with real bears.
Right. Because bears will kill. It even says here on the side, right? This is their little sign. It says, this is a toy bear. Don't mess with real grizzly bears. They will eat your face off. Huh?
Eat
Nice.
your face
That
off.
was Forever Yellowstone. How could that baby bear eat faces? Look at that. He's just got... Hello, folks.
Okie dokie then. Suddenly you're a puppeteer now. That's got stuck.
Oh.
Jim Sisk. We got Sarah
Jim
Kinzer.
says he wants one of those tiny chests. Well, Jim, if you can't wait for it, go to 3dbronze.com and you can order one from him.
S.
I think somebody did that last week. Somebody wanted one so bad.
Oh, Lorraine
just-
says, bears are gone, Toby. I ordered one for my grandson. They called me that they have no more bears.
Oh, no.
I'm sure they'll get more in. They're from China, so it might take...
No, they're not from China. They're from Denmark.
I thought they were made in China.
Wild Republic, K&M International. Made... Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Lorraine S. Okay, Alice says that would be the finder. Lisa Smith is here.
Our Lisa Smith?
Right there.
No. Lisa Smith.
Yeah,
Lisa
the
Smith.
Sand lady.
Lisa, we are going to do your sand on Friday. I need some
3.
photographs. Friday at 3, I need some photographs of the Eric. Did you actually take some pictures while you were there? Because I have nothing. I couldn't even find anything on Google. So could you please send me some pictures of that area if you have them, please? If not, don't worry about it. It looks like it's cool sand.
Okay.
Well,
Ben gone. I'm a new searcher,
gone
and I
too
have
long.
all the time in the world. Well, good for you, Ben.
You
keep
actually,
a good attitude.
Ben, that's a perfect attitude. Nobody's going to beat you to it.
That's right. We haven't yet. We're not gonna.
If you started 10 years ago, you would still be safe.
Kelly Russell. Oops.
Yellowstone Forever has
Foxhound.
an
Mr.
Amazon
T.
site. What?
Dan Stagg. Have some fun. Read the poem to Pop Goes the Weasel. Just messing around. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dee-dee. Evan Penn. They will eat your face off with a side of beans.
Yeah, they
All
are
that
not,
and a side of beans.
They are not very friendly.
Well, let's see.
Okay, what we do? Experience new shop.
Stacy Harwood. Sarah G. Sarah G.
That's what they were letting me know. Sarah G won.
No, Sarah G didn't win.
No, Sarah G won last week. She won
Did
the
she? Sarah
coin
G?
and the
Oh,
yeah. She won the coin and the
and you sent him to her?
went out on Saturday just like I promised.
Awesome.
Okay,
Alpha Wolf.
collectibles.
That's a new name.
Apps.
Okay. That's all the people in our room. Welcome, welcome. And thanks for being here. Let's see what Toby's doing.
I'm looking to see if I can get any more bears.
Whoa, what's that? Black
That's
bear?
the black
or
bear hand puppet. You got to walk
Oh,
around with your hand up his
what's
butt.
that? Black bear.
That's the $7.99 one.
They got black bears but no grizzes.
Oh,
They're out of grizzes.
you
Well, you have
guys
to
are
get
right.
black
There
bears
are
then.
no.
Or
I could guess
wolves.
we could get another one. We could get
Got
like
buffs.
we can get a
The
cuddly
buffalo
bison. Look
is
at that
so
cute little
cute.
bison.
I like the buffalo. What's this?
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so
Let's show
here's
everybody.
so that's the bison. We can get the bison. There's still bison available apparently. They
That
look
looks like
pretty
the same
cuddly.
exact material as the soft
Yeah.
bear that we have. So
Or we could get the black wolf or the bison hand puppet. You just
well, no, I
trust
saw a
me.
bear further down, just below the bison.
Well, bear. Well, that's the small bear. That's a little tiny one. I remember that one.
Oh,
That's
you sure?
That's the seven. Yeah, they're the two sizes
oh,
are
look at the
7 inch,
moose! Look at moose.
Where
The
it
moose
is,
is
yeah.
so cute.
12-inch cuddly moose. What is that?
Buddy bison.
Oh man, that is one ugly bison.
Yeah, I think it's for preschoolers in case they
Wolf.
chew on it.
How did I lose the
Oh,
page?
we got another. Cha-ching. Jeff Van Schultz.
Jeff,
Where
it is
warm
adding
waters
up.
halt is not a point on a map, not a geograph location.
Ooh, I don't know
Well,
if we
that would
agree with that.
fly
That
in the
would.
face of what Forrest Fenn said
Yep.
then.
Then how do you drive to it? If you can't find it, how do you drive to it? There's a dinosaur. We don't want dinosaurs. We don't be giving away dinosaurs. So there
We
are
will
you
find
guys.
something cute if they have no more bears. We will still find something cute and soft and fuzzy, and it might be a bison.
The wolf is kind of cute. Huh? What do you guys think
it's
about the wolf?
cute. Cuddlekin wolf.
That's the same manufacturer.
Yeah, I'm sure he's soft too.
All
Or
right.
she.
We'll think of something. May not be the bear, but it'll be
Yeah,
something.
we'll get something.
We'll get
something
something.
fuzzy. Sarah said
Sarah
she didn't
said
get it yet.
I didn't get it, so it went out on Saturday. What's today? Wednesday?
Wednesday. Well, they wouldn't have shipped it till Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, that's probably it.
If you didn't send it till Saturday.
Yeah. The bear says he likes the wolf.
Yeah. We'll figure something out.
Okay, I'll
We'll make it
order
happen.
something. They're off. It's a 20%, 25% off sale. So I'm gonna order some 3 or 4
Missouri
of them. So.
Dave.
Coyotes? Did they have a coyote?
Jonesy.
Did they have coyote?
Yeah, my tiara is super cute.
25% off. That's a good
Because
sale.
I am
Plus,
the magical treasure princess.
plus I get another 20%
Oh, if
for
you're because you belong to the
because
club.
I'm a member. So that's a 45% discount.
Yeah.
We're gonna order a bunch of
No
those things.
camels for Humpday.
That's cute.
Damoosin. Sarah likes damoose.
She does.
She says
Okay,
damusin.
all right, we'll get her one of those.
Lisa Smith says, I emailed some pics. I believe I only had a pic of the Columbia sample area just below the Stonehenge Memorial. We camped right at the collection spot. Most the pics were Thrill of the Chase related.
Well, send me the pics of the area. That's okay. Just so I have something to talk about. I need something to talk about without using Google Earth pics. They don't have a coyote.
Okay. That's enough shopping while
Okay.
people are watching
All right, sorry.
and waiting and bored to death.
They're not. Okay. Are we done? Are you done saying hellos?
Yes.
The black wolf. Odin says the black wolf. Yeah, there's some other options. It's just that
cougar.
bear was pretty damn cute. You can't.
Yeah.
Vicky McMillan, you won the most recent bear. Make sure you send me your shipping address to gypsieskiss@gmail.com, and I will send the bear out over the weekend. If I don't hear from you by the beginning of the show next Wednesday, we'll give it away again.
Give it away. Give it away. Give it away.
Give it away. Give it away. Give it away. Blah, blah. What's the rest of that song? Is that the REM?
I don't know.
I hated
Is
those
it
guys.
REM?
Yeah, it is REM. I wasn't a big fan.
Okay. Moving on.
I liked the Dave Clark.
How about REO?
REO.
Speedwagon.
Yeah, I did like REO Speedwagon, but that's a long time.
But that was the 80s.
Yeah, that was the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we want to do now?
Probably texts.
All right, let's see what we got. Let's see if we got any texts.
Texts and voicemails. And then we'll open the phone lines because 8 o'clock.
Yeah, because 8 o'clock.
Because 8 o'clock. A Redford
Okay,
guy.
text messages. Oh, this is from, who was talking about the meat rock? Oh, this is, wow,
That was
it really
last night.
does. That was Karen?
I think it was Alicia.
It really does look like a piece of meat, doesn't it?
I think it was Alicia.
Dang, okay. Well, I got to take a look at that. To me, it looks like petrified wood, but we'll see what we got. I think we got some voicemails. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know what you could do?
What?
You could play the thing about the membership while they're waiting for you to get your act together.
Okay, membership vault promo.
So if you're a brand new searcher, what's the first thing you want to do is read the book. So we're going to read the book. And then we're going to also, at the same time, match it up to the poem. So what did this chapter say to you about what do you see in the poem? How do they fit together? So we're going to work the poem and the book together. Now you can join at any time. It's going to be an open door membership. In the bonus section on the member vault, we have added 2 videos that Toby produced.
Is he saying there is stuff in life that isn't worthy of spending time knowing, or that the real test of your intelligence is knowing the stuff that everybody else thinks is not worthy of knowing?
You know, when he talks about no special knowledge is needed to find the treasure, but maybe you need to know those things not worthy of knowing in order to find the treasure.
I like that. What did Craig say? Read that out loud.
Oh, Craig Esquire. Federal Rule of Civil
RCP.
Procedure 12B, subsection 6, failure to state a claim upon which relief can be given. In other words, this is BS.
Agreed. I don't think it'll get beyond a preliminary hearing if it actually gets that far. It's specious, and it wastes the court's time, and nothing will happen. So, but it did. It made
the news.
It made the
It's
news.
ridiculous.
Okay, so we do have some voicemails. Let's do the voicemail video. Is that the same thing? Voicemails?
We
and
only have
text?
text video. We don't have a voicemail
Oh,
video.
we don't have any text. Okay, well, we're going straight to voicemail.
So
Here we
voicemail.
go. Let's see what we got here.
Okay.
Hang on. Okay.
So for those of you who are interested in the membership, what did we do last night? Oh, we talked about chapter 13, The Long Ride Home. And it was quite interesting. We had...
I love the analysis that comes as a result. It's great to have multiple.
Lisa has always got some book
Yeah.
that fits in with every chapter. Here's an author. And this,
My name is Brett Stotts. I am the lead searcher. If you give me a call today, I'll spill my guts. I'm tired of Forrest Fenn and his stuff that he's been doing to me here of lately. Ever since I sent him my solve, he has been posting his scrapbooks. If you do not believe me, I will spill my guts. Give me a call. I'll spill them all the way down to the location and tell you what all he's been doing. You may think this is a prank phone call, but I'll assure you when we're done talking, you will not question me one bit whatsoever. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Hey, maybe you can make a good show out of it. Hey, just my thought. Because I know I'll never get to it. If you doubt any of this, do not call me. If you just question it just a hair, please return my call. Area code is.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm just turning that off.
I look forward to hearing from you. I like y'all better than the other guys anyways.
Oh. It's about to beat up on people. Okay.
Mr. Worm says, call.
Shall we call him? That looks like an interesting call. Let me see what else. Oh, there's a second call from him.
Control things.
Yeah, let's do it. What the heck? We got nothing to lose.
Really?
Or show.
Monetization.
Monetization.
Hey, Toby, it's me again, Brett Scott. Hey, I'm in your room under Chicken Hawk. I've monitored you for quite a while, and all the others as well. But trust me, I am the real deal. I'm not the one that's not going to tell you anything. I will tell all. I'll tell you what all he's been doing, and believe me, he has everything but told you right where this thing is at. Everything. Just to do me in. That's why I'll probably never get back to it. I don't know what to do anymore. I'll just tell you this much, he's not as honorable of a man as you think he is. I mean, he may have put a $2 million treasure chest out there, but what he's done to me is just appalling. Thank you for your time.
Okay, I think so. Normally, I would wait to do the other. Oh, another. Oh, this guy was busy.
Jeff and Schultz. My prediction is bird video for Chicken Hawk.
Jeff, I love your sense of humor. Let's see. So Chicken Hawk's got a third call here.
Toby, I was really, really, really wanting to spill my guts tonight.
So he called on Sunday.
Everybody thinks I'm crazy, but
we don't do a show on Sunday.
why don't you put me on and let's see where I am? I think you'd be really surprised. There'll be a foot race in the snow. Closest one wins. I guarantee it. I'm not crazy. Well, I must be to put it out there like this, but I'm just tired of what he's doing to me personally in these scrapbooks. I'll explain it too. And you'll see that he is doing it to me. You won't have any questions. Nobody will. I really would love to hear from you today.
Missed it by a couple of days.
Thank you very much for your time.
So I guess I should point.
You
got to hang up when you're done listening.
I really look forward to hearing from you, Toby. Please text before you call.
Text before you call.
Okay, so here's the problema with all that. Guys, I don't usually check these until just before the show starts. Sometimes I don't even do that. But I'm not listening to these on Sunday. I can't call you, and we only call back. I will say this again. The only time we call back is on our show. We do that for you and for us.
Because everybody wants to hear.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Interesting bunch of voices.
Hey, you guys. It's Josh Fisher. And would like to talk to you guys on the phone. My number is 360.
Oh, wait. Don't tell us your phone number out loud, people. We got your phone number when you call us.
Hey, the chase is all about the Native American church. All of it. It's connected to Sitting Bull's pipe.
Sassy is don't.
The reason there's a shadow on the cover of Too Far to Walk is because he's insinuating about the Red Shadow Singers. And those are ghost dance songs, which are connected to Sitting Bull's pipe. So that's why he has a shadow on the book, on the cover. And they're a foundation. In Thrill of the Chase, there's a picture of a foundation of a house. What he's really saying, and he's insinuating, is this. It's a foundation. You need a foundation. And our Native American church really needs a foundation, because what Forrest is trying to do in this whole treasure hunt is he's trying to expose the Native American church.
Holly says, "Why is everybody
When he's
breathless?"
standing in the graveyard, looking up at the bird,
He's walking and talking.
that's a half moon fireplace of the Rosebud Oglala Sioux Nation. That's an insinuation of that. And I could go on and on about how many insinuations there are. He says if he could live to do things he was attributed to in red ink in the shape of an altar. Now, the altar is in the shape of a crescent moon, or like a banana. So
Grab every banana.
he said he wished he could live to do the things he was attributed to. That's praying at church. Grabbing all the bananas means to grab all the altars, all the ways of prayer, and to bring them in. Because there's only one God, and that's the Creator. And I pretty much solved this whole treasure hunt. I know right where it's at. I haven't been able to get to it. I know a lot of people say that. You guys, I was born in the Native American church. And I'm active roadman of the Native American church right now. And Forrest said, well, on one picture of me, and
He ran out of steam.
Oh, no, he ran out of time. So Chicken Hawk's in the room. Chicken Hawk, we're going to call you in a few minutes. Be ready. Oh, he went on for another one. So
sorry, I got cut off there. So yeah, there's a peyote button on his kneecap on page 117.
It's that embroidery.
And then
117.
the hat,
Sitting on
his dad's hat has all these fishing lures on it. What he's really trying to say is he's insinuating again that that's a war bonnet. It's a headdress. And all these different colors. I don't know how much you guys know about Native American stuff, but like I said, I grew up on the reservation, and it gave me a big advantage in the chase because I can look right through what they're talking about. The Morning Star fireplace is the fireplace of Jesus Christ. There's other fireplaces that do things differently, but I had a picture. I was trying to upload it onto your site. It wouldn't let me do it or something, but it'd be really awesome to talk to you guys. I'm not crazy or any of that. I'm just a real human being having a human experience. That's what we're all here for. Fenn put this all together so that we could be blessed by the outcome of the church and the pipe. I think he wants the pipe to move on to where it needs to go next. But give me a call. I'd love to talk to you guys. Be cool to interview with you guys too. If everybody thinks this is a game, and there's this new board game out there called Chaseopoly, this isn't a game. This is I take it pretty seriously. So give me a call. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, here's phone number again. Sermon says
All
$10. What's a chicken hawk?
And we got a couple more from Jeff.
Oh,
and
Jeff,
Schultz.
what the jeez. Blair Witch Project. That's an interesting comparison. You know what? When the Blair Witch Project first came out, I thought it was really well done. And then I found out that they had spent
Toby, please don't put this on your show.
Oops.
I'm just calling to...
Hold on. Let me just see what's going on here. Is coming out. Oh, somebody coming to visit New Mexico.
Oh,
This weekend.
because you're with your grandsons all weekend.
Oh, man. All right. I'll get back to him. So that was a personal thing, so I'm sorry I started that. But we will get back to them. Okay, so Chicken Hawk, I am going to call you
He
Rep.
says forget it though.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he says AGK forget it. That's what he said.
Well, let's let him say that.
You
then.
said text him first too. I don't know.
Here comes Chicken Hawk.
If you don't want to talk, then I guess don't answer.
Let's see. Let's see what Chicken Hawk has to say, if anything.
If he answers.
person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
Okay, well that one's out. What about the what do you think about calling the Oklahoma guy, the Native American
The Walker
church?
Talker?
Shall we call him?
I
All right.
don't know.
The
He
heck with that.
seemed to
Let's,
tell us everything he had to
Yeah,
say.
all he had to say. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's open up the phone line and see what's going on.
Yeah.
The phone lines are now.
All right, Chicken Hawk. Phone lines are open, so you
Phone
have a
lines-
second chance if you want to
Phone
call
lines are
in.
open. Phone lines are. Okay, so Sassy's saying don't call. So no, I'm not. I don't know if she's telling me not to call Chicken Hawk or not to call the guy, the Native American spirits guy. So.
Maverick T, yes, we
Sorry,
talked about
other
it, and it's a very spurious claim. And the lawyers in the room have said it's BS, so no worries there. Basically, the guy is claiming that Forrest Fenn gave him extra clues, which led him away from the actual treasure site. And now he's claiming that because of that, somebody else got to the treasure first. And he is owed $1.5 million. So, yeah, that's how that's
He's
going.
claiming that he's owed $1.5
Yeah.
million, which is half the value. Hang on. So let's see if Joel's around.
Oops,
Ow.
sorry. What's the name of the new Matucci's gallery?
Matucci's gallery. Yeah.
It's now Matucci's Gallery, Odin. If you look that up online, you can find the address. Who are you calling?
Joel. He
Oh.
might not be done with the kids. So he had Bible study tonight. We told him to call him. So he may come into the room. If you guys see him in the room, let me know and I'll call him right back.
Your call has been.
Okay, we're not going to do that. Okay, phone lines are open. I think they're open. Did I open them up? Hang on.
Sassy says, don't call the Native American church guy. You couldn't get him off the phone the last time.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't do that then. Maybe he'll call me. But
I guess it sounded like he told us everything he had to say in
yeah,
the two
apparently.
calls.
Sarah Kinzer said, Chicken Hawk said, don't call. Okay, we're not calling. We called, but he didn't answer anyway. Don't call the Native American church guy. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Look at you guys making sure we're on the straight and narrow. Phone
Okay.
lines are open if you'd like to call and share your solution or your theory of the case,
Or you just want to talk about what
or you want to talk about
Christmas gift you should get your special loved one this year.
what kind of gift, what's a thing I like
You like
your love language if you'd like to
yeah,
discuss
love
your love
languages.
language.
Toby's
talk-
is words of affirmation.
We can talk about love languages.
You can just say nice things to Toby and make
Just
him
say
feel
nice,
good.
Just say nice things to Toby.
Yeah. Joel was in the room 5 minutes ago. He
He
keeps checking back in.
Oh, Sassy, if you see him, just tell him
To
tell him to call in. Yeah, or I'll call him so it doesn't get in the way. Davio, LOLY, what's up? Phone lines are open. Call in. Talk about the we can talk about
Results
the
have been
course.
removed under
Craig-
European law.
Craig Esquire.
What?
What?
Odin says, over here we get a lot of results have been removed under European law when searching for Fenn stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, how sad.
Oh, by the way, if any of you have let me answer this first. So I got a call coming in from Chi-Town. A caller, give me just 1 second. I was about to say something. So if any of you have a Google,
Nest?
no, the Google Talkie thing, what is that called?
Hub?
Google Hub. The next time you're near your Google Hub, say, "Okay, Google, where do warm waters halt?" Just do that for me and tell me what happens.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Hey, caller, you've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name and what's your topic? She did it again.
Hello?
She answered my response.
Yeah, but
That
the
was-
person on the
this guy
phone left.
Oh, rats. Hey, person who let's call him back. We can call back now. We're
Are you sure you connected correctly?
yes.
They
I
could
am
hear
sure.
us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nidra Matucci Galleries. Yeah. So Odin, check out what Eric Schmidt just wrote to you. He's got it.
Oh, I gotta do it right there.
Joel.
Hello.
Hey, Chicago. It's Toby and Shelley. We're calling you back. What's your name and what's your topic?
Yeah, my name's Tony, calling
Yeah.
from Chicago,
Yeah.
and I'm a first-time caller, but long-time listener with you guys.
Wow, that sounds like one of those radio shows, huh? That's really cool. Thank you. Thank you for finally deciding to call in.
Well, I decided to call in because I'm not a searcher,
Oh, you're
but
not.
I've been following you guys and the community for years. You know, since like the first death happened. You know, like that's the sad thing to say, but that's how I found out about the treasure.
I think a lot of people found
Randy
out about
Billiou?
it then. Yeah, Randy Billiou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've just been following you guys. But the one thing that I want to say is that I agree with you, too, that I don't think this is going to be found. I think you guys had like a video or a program last year where like it could be like 1,000 years before somebody finds it. And, you know, you brought up the example of like the ship.
Yeah.
The Spanish galleon that was found, 300 years after it sank, the Roman treasure trove in Scotland that's been hidden for like 1,500 years.
Right.
So, you know, my opinion is that my opinion is like it doesn't mean anything because once again, I'm not a searcher, but I enjoy you guys. I enjoy the program. I enjoy the community. I read the comments on the side and I laugh at a lot of the stuff that everyone says. It's hilarious. So, like I say, you know, I agree with you guys that it could be years before we find this thing, before you guys find this thing, and maybe not.
Yeah.
But like you also said too, I agree with you that, you know, it took technology to find the Spanish galleon. It took technology to find the Roman hoard because the guy was using a metal detector and, you know, Woods Hole was using radar.
Right. They were using.
So I think,
using lidar. They were doing an ocean bed survey.
Correct. So I think that, you know, it might take a different type of technology, maybe lidar, to find the treasure. But I also wanted to call too is that another reason why I think it's going to be a while before, you know, you guys find this treasure is because there's another puzzle out there. I don't know if you heard about it. It's called Cryptos.
No.
Kry.
No, I haven't. Only because we don't follow anything else. This is our one thing.
But
tell me about it.
There's a Wikipedia page, and there are YouTube videos on it. And it's about 30 years ago. It's this bronze sculpture that is in the lunchroom courtyard of the CIA headquarters. That is a structure that is 4 puzzles, and it's all cipher.
Right.
So the first 3 ciphers have been solved, but the 4th one has not been solved for 30 years. The guy is still alive, once a year, everyone who follows this guy meets with him. It's like another Fenbury with this guy. They go to his house, have a
Right.
potluck, and they talk to him. And it's called Kryptos, and it's spelled with a K. Now, I know everyone in the room is going to say that, Fenn never said that you don't need any ciphers, you don't need any algorithms. But what I'm trying to say is the reason why I believe that this may never be found is because if these people who are trying to solve Kryptos for 30 years, this one puzzle, and they're cryptologists, they are experts in their field, they can use computer algorithms, and they can't solve this puzzle, and it's been 30 years, how can you determine what warm water salt is if only Fenn knows what it is, and there's nothing that you can use to determine what warm water salt is?
Right.
So it's easy for an algorithm or a cipher to be, determined because I think in one of your videos there are like 4 or 5 different types of ciphers out there or something that you said. So the first 3 have been solved.
Right.
But the 4th one not. So that's why I'm trying to compare that. You can't determine what warm water salt is because there's no way of determining what warm water salt is because there's nothing to determine it with. Whereas with like this guy who created this Kryptos puzzle, he used ciphers, and it's crackable,
Right.
because, and so, that's my opinion, which means nothing. I know the room is going to go nuts on me because, hey, this guy is not a, searcher, but it's like, you know what? I'm entitled to my opinion. So that's all.
No, you not only are you entitled to your opinion, but you're absolutely correct that it is much easier to solve a puzzle that is based on cryptography because it has a basis in something, right? You can figure it out because it does have a basis in something. In the case of Fenn's poem, he said there's no cryptography involved.
Yeah.
The only basis is his imagination. So if your imagination is not like Forrest Fenn's imagination, you're out in the wind. And you're right. But the thing you've watched our programs. You've been very careful about watching them. What we have said is that it is more likely that this treasure will be found by accident. It is more likely that it'll be found as a result of evolving technology, et cetera, because historically speaking, that's how all the great treasures were found. Now, in the case of the Rosetta Stone, there wasn't technology involved, but it was a purely accidental discovery, and you cited the same ones that we always cite. The most recent ones, they would have remained in situ had not the technology evolved and had not somebody had time on their hands. They didn't have to worry about analyzing and what they do afterwards, after the Roman hoard that was found in the UK several years ago, they analyzed who hid it and why they hid it and why they hid it there after it was discovered. They could go afterwards and say, oh, well, this is why this is who hid it, this is why he hid it there, and this is, et cetera, et cetera. So the analysis of who, why, where, when, and how was done after the discovery was made. And so what will happen with Fenn's treasure, if it is ever found, and it is found accidentally, and it is found with the use of additional technology, is we'll be able to go back and everybody will go, oh, that's why. Yeah. By the way, I should say to you, and I'll bring it up. I'll bring it on Friday. I'll download it on Friday. Everyone and I have been to what they call it the food court, but it's not really a food court. It's a place where people go out to smoke most of the time. But everyone who's been in there does have a photograph of that, even though the agency discourages it. I have a photograph of it, and I'll show it to you guys on Friday. I'll bring it with me.
And I think the first clue to that Kryptos, the puzzle, was what Professor Carter said when he opened King Tut's tomb. So it's not really something earth-shattering.
Right.
So, so it's been 30 years. And also, too, if you look at one of the YouTube videos on it, one of the ladies in that what's his name, Dan Brown in the Da Vinci Code, used her as a basis of one of the characters in the Da Vinci Code, and he did the whatever, changed her name around, whatever it's called, changed the letters around. So that's why I just wanted the room to know that, you know, if this Kryptos puzzle hasn't been solved in 30 years and Fenn's treasure hasn't been found in 10, you know, it might take a while.
Well, you might even you can use another example of The Secret, which is a series of very similarly structured, and I wouldn't be surprised to find out that Fenn actually used The Secret as the basis for him. So that was the gentleman, I'll never remember his name. Sassy will remember his name. And he hid 10 treasures in 10 different cities, and then released poetic. I guess it was more prose than it was poetic clues that were very similar to what Fenn has done. There's no cryptology involved. You just had to figure out what places in the city he was describing. And I don't know whether you're aware, but a couple of weeks ago, Josh Gates,
I think that's what you said.
Josh Gates on Expeditions Unknown met up with a guy. He met up with a guy. It happened just a couple of weeks ago. Met up with a guy who had figured out the Boston, the location of the Boston treasure. Now, it turned out that one of the things that and I can't remember his name. Keep an eye on, Sassy will tell us. Somebody tell us the guy that did The Secret. And as I watched this guy walking Josh Gates through the clues, my response was, my I don't know if it's response, but my reaction was, how weird do you have to be to figure out what those clues were? I mean, this guy, you looked at it and you go like, what? How did you get that? And I get a sense that's what's good. Byron Price is the guy's name. He's dead. Okay. And 3 of the 10 treasures have been found, and there's a little reward. Gates went with him. They did actually find the treasure, and they did go to pick up the in this case it was I think each treasure has a different gemstone associated with it. This one was a peridot. And they went to return. He met the guy's wife, the 2 daughters, and it still continues. But if you get that book, The Secret, it has the prose in there. I don't know if it's actually poetry or not, but it has prose in there with these odd, similar, metaphorical clues that you're supposed to figure out, and 3 of the 10 have been figured out, and that's been 40 years. And it's not out in the forest someplace. Each of these locations that he hid treasure is a park inside a city, which creates a whole different set of problems for the finder. Yep. But
and that's the thing too, is that with like everyone has said for years, you don't know which clue has been solved on the Fenn treasure.
Right.
You don't know.
Yeah.
And if I agree with you and everyone else, if you don't know what warm water salt is, you're not going to go to number 2, 3, 4, 5. You're not going to do that. So.
And he said that. What was amazing is the more he says recently, the more it indicates to us, to Shelley and I, is that we are totally overthinking it. Because every time somebody says something in this most recent clip that Mike and Christy showed on their show the other night, where Cynthia was trying to validate something, and he said something like, and I'm going to paraphrase here, but it was the equivalent of, if what's the first thing that you do? And he says, well, the first thing that you do is get in your car and drive to where warm water salt. And he says it with a I don't want to say disdain, but maybe that's the right word, for the disdain of us thinking imagining it, that it was something way bigger than all of that. Right. Well, even the journalist got it wrong when he said, so let's say you need to buy groceries. What's the first thing that you do? The journalist responded, I go get a grocery cart. And you can't see it because that was not video recorded, but you can almost hear him say, no, he didn't say this, but I can imagine he's going, no, stupid. You get in your car and you drive to the grocery store.
Well, yeah. And I think it was a couple of years ago, a lot of callers or a lot of people in the community were asking, when did Forrest lose or give up his pilot's license? Like, okay, so he's not flying to Wyoming or Montana and getting home for dinner, right. And he's not doing that. And I think the community was just going, thinking too much
Yeah.
versus just simplifying and saying, hey, he had to drive in his car somewhere,
Right.
close to home or, 8 miles north of Santa Fe or Colorado, or if he was at that banquet at Yellowstone, he's driving in his car. You're not,
right.
Yeah, Cody. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And the other thing is he had that recent interview with the journalist from The Voice of America, which is a public entity. It's a part of the U.S. Information Agency. And she said something about the Tari Scant questioning, and some searchers believe it's not Tari Scant. It's Tari Scant. And he had that same, you couldn't see his face, but he had that incredulous sound in his voice like, no, it's Tari Scant. You found the treasure. Get out of there.
No.
And so when you read it, the first time you read it, it says Terry Scant with Marvel Gaze, get the heck out of there. And then you have 10 years to imagine what else it could possibly mean. And he comes back to it and he says, no, it means don't stick around. So,
exactly. So is that really a clue then? Because everyone has been saying that there are 9 clues. Well,
no, I think
Marvel.
I think in the Terry Scant is not a clue. It's in the way he described it. It was, look, you now have the treasure, meaning you don't need any more clues. Don't hang around. Get out of town.
Get in your car and drive to the bank and put it in the safety deposit box and don't tell anybody.
Right, exactly.
And I agree. You guys just talked about this lawsuit. I mean, that is just hilarious that that's going on. But like Shelley said, this today is like, you guys better prepare. If you find this thing, do not tell anybody because this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, Sherry got away easy because she got protection with the lawyers from Random House.
Yeah, the publishers from
Random
House.
But the thing is,
you don't have that buffer.
Exactly. Let's say that, God forbid, Forrest dies and this thing isn't found yet and it's found after he passes. Okay, has he set up anything with his lawyers? Hey, here's another $1 million as a retainer that in case after I pass and somebody finds something and finds my treasure and that person gets sued, here is $1 million in retainer. Use it to defend the guy who finds the treasure. Has that been set up?
Yeah.
Because if it hasn't, you guys are absolutely correct. Do not tell anybody.
No.
Don't tell your dog.
Yeah.
I mean, don't tell anybody.
And don't lengthen the search. So I got a question from the room for you. Holly wants to know why you aren't searching for the treasure.
I'm just lazy.
That's a good. I think that's where we're at. Like we're just too late. It's too hard.
Exactly.
It's too hard.
Can we just go have cocktails
We're
instead?
We're gonna let Cynthia do
exactly.
it.
I would love to just meet with everyone. I know that Christy and the Calazars had a meeting in Detroit, but I mean, we got a storm of wind and rain in Chicago, so there's no way I could have gone. But meetup. I would love to have a meetup and just talk with everyone, not just 1 or 2 people. I mean, like I read all the comments, and you guys just make my day because I have a really DS kind of a job, and you guys just make my day.
Well, thank you. Thanks for joining us, and we're glad that you're coming just for the purposes of. I mean, we claim to be entertainment, so I'm glad somebody is entertained by us.
So I will let everyone go and talk about something else. I just wanted to chime in after all these years that there's another puzzle out there that has been solved in 30 years. So 9 or 10 years is nothing. So it's like, so.
Oh, it's a big talk when you're sitting there and trying to get a picture of it without being obvious about it because everybody wants the damn picture since you're in the courtyard there. So.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Tony,
good
thanks
night,
for calling. We appreciate it. Thanks for
thanks
for talking to us.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, let me get to...
Joel said, I'm in bed and the lawsuit is crap. There, I'll save the need for the call. So I don't know if he's going to talk to you or not. He might be in bed sleeping already.
Oh, rats. We missed it. We missed our window.
Just keep missing each other.
Yeah.
It's like phone tag. It's been a phone tag day.
All right, Joel. Well, we tried. We're sorry we missed you. We really would have liked to talk to you, but I agree. The lawsuit is. I sent Joel the lawsuit, and he came to the and he's far more qualified than me. I've just been through. I've never.
No, we
been
did have
sued a
the
lot,
other
but-
guy, what, Craig Esquire.
Yeah,
also
he said
agreed.
the same thing. Did he say
Yeah.
the same thing?
He said it was BS. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lose-lose, even though, and what's of course funny is it's not going to cost him anything because he's made the claim that he can't afford to pay the cost of the court. So that's not going to impress the court. That just gives you, now he can be a victim. The court didn't take my case because I couldn't pay them money. That's what it sounds like to me. Sorry, I don't know the guy. I shouldn't say. The advice I'd give him is you're wasting your time.
He's just playing the victim card, and
Can't play the victim card in
it's
life.
just not going to do you any good in this.
You can't play the victim card in life. So Colorado Springs, we're calling you back.
Colorado Springs. Paladin's here.
Oh, hey, he hasn't been around for a while. What the heck? What the we're calling and nobody's answering.
Lisa says
Hello?
Hi, Colorado Springs. It's Toby and Shelley. We're calling you back. What's your name and what do you
What's
want to talk
up?
about?
Hi, Toby and Shelley. My
Hi.
name's Lisa.
Hi, which Lisa?
Not the Lisa with the fan. I'm another fan person sending in, but
Oh, okay, all right.
there's so
Not-
many Lisas involved.
Not
Yeah, I
Lisa
know. We
Smith.
got a bunch of Lisas in
Yeah.
our little thing. So what's
Right.
up? As Shelley says.
Hey, I just had a question for you. I remember a couple months back, somebody had put out that one of Forrest's jars had been found by the dude. Somebody had unburied one of his jars. And I never really heard any talk back about like if that was verified or if it was true. Did you guys hear anything on that?
No, we heard the announcement. We heard something on, I don't know whether it was one of the forums, but that they had found one of the jars buried near a post by the dude, which is really weird because the dude is downtown. I mean, it's, it's in a asphalt parking lot. You would have.
Although
a hard
it's
time.
not far from, there was woodsy area.
Yeah,
just
you could
across
if you
the
cross
road.
the road, you could get to a woodsy area. But I heard that and never heard anything. So let me see. Is there anybody
Yeah, I
in
was
the
just
room
wondering if that it had been verified. It was just odd that it was put out there and then
out of the
nothing ever-
blue? Yeah.
yeah,
You'd think
and
it would have
nothing ever
made.
came from it.
You'd think it would make more because it's a Fenn thing. You'd think it would have made more news than it did. I don't remember. So Caper's got
Right,
to go to bed.
and if it was, what the contents of it was the autobiography inside of
Yeah.
there and all of that. I was just curious if anybody could verify that or.
All right.
found
Well,
out
let me.
anything
Well,
about it.
I heard. I'm for you are. We heard a little bit about it, and then it just disappeared the following day. So I don't know whether it was identified as a. It might have been just a hoaxy, and they called him out on it. But I don't remember hearing. I like you. I heard about it one day, and then nothing the next. So it might have been a hoax. But let's see if any. There's no. I'm looking at the room right now, and it doesn't seem to be.
Holy says, I think it was a
Holly,
hoax.
Holly thinks it was a hoax. But I don't see anybody jumping up and down saying, here's what happened. So usually we get
Okay.
people saying, well, give us the word. So
Yeah, you think somebody would have even posted a picture or something of it?
yeah, exactly. I mean, we would have, if it had actually occurred, we would have followed up on it. But there literally by the next day, there was nothing to follow up on.
Okay.
So
I guess we'll go along the lines of a hoax unless
yeah,
somebody can step forward.
if we find out anything other than it's a hoax, we'll post it to our community page.
Awesome. Well, okay, thank you. Enjoy your holidays.
Thank you. You too. Thanks for calling in, Lisa.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Looked like Brad and Sarah was trying to call.
Let's see. Oh, they were? You want to call?
Might as well. They probably hung up because they realized that you were on another call.
Hello.
Hey, Brad. It's Toby and Shelley.
Hey, Toby. How are you guys doing?
We're doing very well. Thank you for asking. And you guys?
We're doing awesome. We're getting ready for some more snow here.
Oh, really? Are they expecting more snow this weekend?
I don't know. We had rain, so I
Yeah,
figured.
we got some rain, so you guys probably will get some snow. Have you had a lot this
Yeah,
year other than that one big storm?
We've probably had maybe a total of a foot and a half here at the house.
Yeah.
Expecting a little more tonight, maybe 3 to 5 inches or so, and then some more on Saturday. Not a whole lot. But
Yeah, but Pagosa's pretty good about, it's got the experience of operating in the
Colorado.
snow. Yeah, it's Colorado, so it's not a big problem for you all, is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So the reason I was calling is you and I had spoken a month ago or so about possibly hiding a treasure chest come this spring.
Yeah.
And you said you had a treasure chest that you'd purchased, and that we'd get together and get some stuff to put in there. Well, I've amassed a small collection of stuff to go in there.
Wow.
And I am going to email some pictures to you, hopefully this weekend. If I can get my computer to cooperate.
Okay.
A few of the things I've got, we've got a near perfect 2 1/4-inch arrowhead.
Wow. Well, that's more than an
gold
arrowhead,
that
right?
I panned out here in Colorado.
Really?
We've got some silver coins.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some Indian pottery shards. A little lucky token. And we've got a Taos 350th anniversary token. It was put out in limited edition. That's in near mint condition. And then we've got a selection of, I would say they're probably early 40s, late 30s, knee-high soda caps.
Soda caps?
Root beer, grape, lime soda, orange, strawberry. And I'll probably have a few other things put in there, some silver coins and who knows what.
Well, that sounds really interesting. I'm sure we could add some of our stuff to it, some of the things that we've collected and amassed. You know what I'd like to put in there is that, I don't know whether you remember that when we were in Colorado, I bought that horn-handled obsidian knife.
Yeah.
I'd like to put that in there as well. So that sounds like a lot of fun. Come spring and things clear up, let's do that. I look forward to that opportunity.
Absolutely. Like I say, I'll try to get you some pictures of these things. That you can share them in the room and maybe get some people
interested.
Get their interest peaked.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be a lot of fun if we shared that with them so that they got a sense of what we're putting in. And I'll add some photographs to it. We'll make a little album for them to look at.
Sounds good.
So, yeah, that sounds
that's
like
all
fun.
all I wanted to add tonight. And,
tell Sarah if she's patient, I'll get a bear for her.
Well, she'll appreciate that.
Yeah, it's too cute to pass up. But
it's funny when you pick the random comment selector.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the names go by really fast. And the last 2 times it's picked, I said, "Well, there goes your name." And then right before somebody else got the prize, and she's like, "Dadgummit."
Well, I know she makes it a point to make a comment on each one of the shows. So tell her to make sure, because this is the silver. Next week is a silver coin. So I get that.
Absolutely,
that's
I'll
for
tell her.
Silver coin next week. So let her know. But I'm going to order some. I'm going to order some more stuff from Forever Yellowstone, even if it's wolves and things. But I'll wait for the bears. They'll bring the bears back. That is not a temporary thing. So I'm sure we'll see them again.
Well, good deal.
All right,
you
sir.
Take care, and good talking to you again, and we'll talk to you soon.
We look forward to it. And if we don't see you before the holiday, hear from you before the holidays, our best to you and Sarah.
Yes. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, and happy anniversary.
Yeah,
to you
what's
guys.
all that about?
Well, Sarah's birthday is January 14th. Mine's February 2nd. Our anniversary is December 29th, and Christmas is the 25th. So we have a crisp anniversary present that we give each other. Just kind of takes care of everything.
So here's some coincidence for you. My youngest daughter's birthday is February 2nd. My oldest daughter's birthday is December 3rd. And my birthday is January 17th. So we might just share all of that with you guys, too.
Sounds good. I'm glad to hear there's another groundhog.
Yeah, she is. She's definitely very, very grounded. She's my little technology sales professional, and she's very good.
Well, that's awesome.
So, all right, guys, you have a good evening, and we'll talk again soon, I'm sure.
All right, sounds good.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Looked like we had a call from Will in the middle of another call.
Wait.
Who are you calling?
I don't know.
I don't
That
know.
was a mistake. Oh, that was the Colorados. That was Lisa again.
Oh,
So let's call.
sorry,
Will.
Lisa.
Oh, dang
That was a
nabbit.
mistake.
Lisa, that's me again. I'm
Pocket
sorry.
dialing you.
Let's see. There's Will.
What to do? How are you? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, my firefighting brother. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Hi, Shelley, you're back.
Yes, hello.
Yes. Say hello to the world.
Yeah.
You let them know about that Monopoly. You got to get away from that one too. Okay, share the world from the east to the north to the south
Yeah.
to the west.
You think there's a clue or a secret, a hint in there someplace?
Clue, you showing all 8x11s, man.
Yeah.
Come on, talk to me. I'm gonna let you guys do the excerpt. I love you. The world is good, even when he's angry. Talk to you. Bye-bye.
All right. Goodbye.
What happened?
That was real quick. You got to be. You got talking with
I
Lois
don't
like
know
that.
what's
Boom,
going
boom,
on.
boom, boom. You got to keep. You got to.
What was that about?
Let's see. It's dated the 3rd. Oh, Dan, thank you for noticing. Have you guys noticed that? So I got the date wrong again. Damn it.
Uh-oh. Sassy's going to put you in timeout again.
Oh, darn it. Today is... No, it says the 4th. Oh, but it says December 4th. That's
It is December 4th.
It is December 4th. What date are they talking about?
I don't know, because it is December 4th.
Damn it, date says... Oh,
Maybe
you know
she
what?
means
Maybe
that's her
no.
birthday.
No. Maybe it's on the...
That's their birthdays.
Live dashboard, on the dashboard. Hang on. Let's see.
On the Hootie, what now?
Right there. Let's see. The
The
description.
title?
Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. I've changed it on the title, guys. Thank you. Got it. Thanks for noticing. Oops, now it says 34th. That's
What's wrong with that?
okay.
Isn't there 34 days in the month of December?
Okay. Let's see. What do we got? We have time for one more short call if you want to call in and talk about
the third.
I refresh that
I just did.
because it says 4th right there.
Okay.
Okay.
I bevo now.
All right. Okay, Dan, we fixed that, and I know somebody mentioned that earlier in the evening, and I thought we were talking about the scroll above our heads. So I'm sorry I didn't check that at the time. I realized afterwards. So Chicken Hawk doesn't want us to call, and Sassy doesn't want us to call the Native American spiritual guy. We spoke to Davio this afternoon on the softer side. So
and Christy, who had to leave
because
she had to be doing family time.
Oh, bless her heart.
Yeah,
well,
that's good.
And I think she's being better about getting to bed at a reasonable hour.
Is she doing the miracle morning?
What? Sassy, I'm sorry. I know that's not right for me to be like that and then criticize everybody else for bringing it like that. But I did take care of that.
Hey, Greg Keller's here. Hey, Greg.
Hey, Greg. Is he writing in from work?
I don't know. No worries. Caffeine soon. Gotta go talk soon. Oh, he's only here for a minute.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're close enough. Let me. I'm going to turn off the phone lines, and we might call it a night for the night. It's close enough, and we've had a good night tonight.
We're going to call it. We'll go over our schedule again.
Go ahead. Do it.
So Friday, 3 shows. 3 o'clock Sand, 4 o'clock Softer Side, 7 o'clock Fandango. Next week, shows on Wednesday, Sand at 3, Softer Side at 4, Humpday at 7. Thursday, surprise, we have a show Thursday now. On the softer side, we're going to be teaching you how to do live streaming the way we do it. And it'll be just a free workshop. and we'll answer all of your questions. And if you are a coach, consultant, or course creator, or you know someone who would like to be interviewed on my show in a live stream format, at that point in time on the stream next week, we're going to release a link where you can schedule that interview with me. And then back to 3 shows on Wednesdays and Fridays.
3 shows on Wednesdays and Fridays. 3
spend the
o'clock,
day
4
with
o'clock,
us.
3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Learn about why sand is so important. Learn how you can better yourself from the inside out on the softer side, and then learn how much we don't know about the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt.
But people in the chat room might know something.
But
so
yeah, that's
you might actually learn from
that's why
them.
we're
Who
glad
knows?
we have the people that come into the chat room that they do, because they
Yeah.
know a lot of stuff.
That's right.
So-
They share it with us.
Except for Chicken Hawk, who decided not to share.
Not to share.
So Chicken Hawk, I'm
No
sorry
sharing.
that you called on Sunday. The phone isn't even on Sunday. It goes straight to voicemail.
Toby has one phone specially just for AGK calls, and it just stays in the studio. He usually turns it off,
the
except
show.
for during the shows.
Yeah. So there was
So-
no, I hope you weren't offended. That's just kind of, it's not like I'm listening to that phone all the time.
Yeah.
I have a personal phone with my personal phone number that I do not share, except with people that I know.
Like Joe Lewicki.
Joe Lewicki has it. Christy has it. Things like that. But for the most part, I like talking with folks on the 202 number, but I only check it on the just before the show starts. So.
But anyway,
That's neither
Anyway.
here nor there.
not
As
here
my,
or there,
as
or
my-
where warm waters halt.
as my now departed mother, may she rest in peace.
And once again,
used to
if
say.
you're interested in doing a deep dive into the chapters of the book, The Thrill of the Chase, as well as the poem, we're going to be doing a lot more of that this month in the member vault. If you'd like to join us there, it's a gypsieskiss.com, right? gypsieskiss.com.
Seriously, you had to. How could you forget that?
Just don't know. At gypsieskiss.com. And we meet every Tuesday and Thursday evening for anywhere from 90 minutes to 2.5
2.5
hours
hours last night.
sometimes.
Tonight,
Depends
last
on
night.
how invested we get into that conversation. We also have a private Facebook group where our members can chat with each other, and
A private Zoom.
a private
Zoom channel,
where
so
our
if they wanna
members can contact
Zoom
each
with
other
one
and
another
just
and-
talk about treasure stuff.
Yeah.
So
So, and it's really fun because not only are they patient with us as we go through the kind of the droll part of it, but then they add to the conversation. The conversation is always
Yeah,
a
they
lot of
bring a lot of
fun because they
research with
cover I've never. You guys think you've done a lot of research. The guys in our member have done. It never ceases to amaze me at how much they know.
plus we have
about
experts
the
in there, which is really cool. Like
ancillary stuff.
we have Rick, who is not only a beta pilot. He's retired now. He was a
Airline
pilot.
pilot. Airline
He
pilot. no
flew
less.
and trained in seaplanes. So when we talked about Skippy landing a plane on the water at Hebgen Lake, he gave us all kinds of information on that.
Yeah. He's a diver. Because we talked
Diver.
about diving.
He also instructed diving and did diving, so he could talk about that. And he's a geologist, so he could talk about that. He's got a lot of knowledge. Lisa is a teacher, and she's always bringing in more and more research. We have Alicia, who's always got more rabbit holes for us to dive into. Karen, who brings us extra research, and she's awesome. And of course, Huli and Greg are always there and always adding to the conversation. So
and don't forget,
Vicky, and there's John, and there's all
Yeah.
kinds of people in there.
it's a lot of fun.
So we have a lot of fun, and great group of people. Highly recommend checking it out. So if you're interested, at gypsieskiss.com.
So, Holly put in the
Yeah, Holly's got the link to the member vault there, which if you click on it takes you right to it.
Yeah.
And then just click the red square button that says view teaser content, and it kind of takes you in there, and you can read up on it.
Gypsieskiss.com. Is that correct?
Yeah, but
Oops, I forgot to-
sometimes people's computers automatically put the HTTPS, and then they can't find it.
Just a minute.
So that's why that's sometimes an issue. All right. Here we go. Oh, we got another super chat.
And
Thanks for being here, for all the great super chat tonight. We appreciate it. And for all the great comments, questions, phone calls, texts, emails, and all the other good conversation we've had. We enjoyed it and hope you did as well. And for Gypsy's Kiss, I'm Shelley Carney.
Kelly Russell, thank you very much for your super chat contribution. We appreciate it. And it just helps us to make better shows is what we'll try to do. Thanks for joining us tonight. We hope you had as much fun as we did. We'll see you on Friday where we'll have some more emails, more text messages, some more voicemails, and maybe people who get called will answer the phone. So enjoy it. You guys have a good Thursday. We'll see you on Friday.